Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. When I hit that. When I hit that. Yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise.
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Sanders, first carry of the game. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
He was brought down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
6 yards to go.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Wentz with a throw that's caught by Rager. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
22 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Daniil Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing is Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
On down.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now back to throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And now it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the carry, it's Cook. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The ball carrier.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
28-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
There may be a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark, that is a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
1st and goal from the 6. They'll run with Cook. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2.
He did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And the 10-year bet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he's going to get the 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
They run, Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Vikings 10, Eagles nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on 1st down.
He's brought down at the 30.
But I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Miles Sanders.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Sanders.
Miles.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They run again on 1st down. Cook. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
At the 19-yard
They
line.
know that old expression, it's not my night.
Brings up
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Dan Bailey for the Viking field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Try
and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. And some room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and goal.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the fourth quarter, even with the loss there on first down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
It's a second down run with Sanders, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season. There the Eagles are back within a score. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. On first down, it's Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards, good enough for a first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, he kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Smith catches left side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on
now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd and short.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And the heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook, he's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of
Now,
6.
Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
He'll buy some time running. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Daniil Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. When he dropped under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
A gain of 7, but it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Brandon Graham just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Complete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And they take a knee.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And they will take a knee here.
Tonight's final score, Vikings 20, Eagles 7.